Hello and welcome back to Eye on Careers. I'm your host, Shane Phillips, and we are now going to find out what's actually happening in the markets, what's in store for us for 2014, and here to help me do that is a man who's building the world's tallest office tower. He's built the Dubai's largest free zone. His name is Ahmed Bin Sulayem. He's the chairman of DMCC. Let's hear a little bit about his background.
Ahmed Bin Sulayem is the executive chairman of the Dubai Multi-Commodity Center Authority, the DMCC, a government of Dubai free zone authority dedicated to enhancing commodity trade flows through Dubai. The DMCC is the master developer and licensing authority for the Jumeirah Lakes Towers Free Zone, one of the largest and fastest-growing mixed-use developments in Dubai. Under Ahmed Bin Sulayem's leadership, the DMCC has attracted significant physical trade to the emirate, helping to establish Dubai as a key trading hub and a vital link between East and West. He established the Dubai Diamond Exchange and Dubai Tea Trading Center, and also played a leading role in reviving Dubai's traditional pearling industry, launching the Dubai Pearl Exchange in 2007. Mr. Bin Sulayem is also the chairman of the Dubai Golden Commodities Exchange, or short DGCX, an initiative to set up the first electronic derivatives and commodities exchange in the region. He joined DMCC as Chief Operating Officer soon after the DMCC was formed in 2002, having previously worked as director at Azteco, a realty company in Dubai. Mr. Bin Sulayem holds a BA in Business Administration from the California State University.
Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Well, look way down the river.
This is one man who can't be stopped.
I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
The man who's on a mission, Mr. Ahmed Bin Sulayem. Welcome to Eye on Careers, Ahmed.
Great to be here.
It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to have you, and never-ending excitement of what you're up to at the DMCC. Also, like to thank you. I understand you were in Bahrain this morning at the World Islamic Banking Conference, and had just made it for this show.
Actually, I made it in time to attend a wedding in the Trade Center at 4 p.m. Hamid Kadim's daughter was married. He's a good friend of mine, ex-ENY partner. He runs HK Consultants, and he played a big role in me joining DMCC. He rejected that project a few times. I came from the States just in time for the project, so I have to thank him for pushing it back. It was coincidental, but he's been a good mentor to me.
Like I said, just for the show, Ahmed has flown in from Bahrain to come in. I really appreciate that. That's I'm touched. I'm really touched. But EY obviously plays a big role, and I think that's one of the great things about what's happened here in the development of Dubai is that you have these professional organizations are setting up camp here, and it helps the whole community become more professional, gives access to the local community as well as the expat community to this type of I think you can become an ICAEW chartered accountant right here in Dubai, and I think you could also go to laymoon.com, your career channel, and sign up for so many professional qualifications. It's amazing.
Well, talking about qualification, we recently opened Synergy University, which is in Platinum Tower, and the reason they're in JLT and DMCC is that when they go for education and work experience, they don't need to go far. They just go to Al Mastar. They meet multiple multinational entities, big enterprises, the refineries across the road, and all that. So it's all happening in JLT, but we're hungry for more.
This is one amazing story, though. When we started out, I mean, if you looked at what was happening in 2000, how much gold were we trading? How much diamonds were we trading? How much tea were we trading? And versus, by now, 2013, where are we with the figures?
Well, when we first started, I'll start with gold because I keep forgetting that very easy. When we started, it was around about $10 billion a year before DMCC was established. In 2011, it got to $55 billion of trade.
Wow.
In 2012, it jumped to $75 billion
Wow.
trade. And the trade would tell you, these are official numbers, the trade would tell you over 80 billion. So I'm going to be conservative on this one. DGCX trades on all its contracts on daily basis about $2.5 billion per year, is around $500 billion. But you're going to see a big jump on that, especially with the recent launch of plastic futures and the upcoming gold spot trading. On diamonds, before DMCC was established, it was $3 to $6 million. In 2011, it went close to $40 billion. We do not have the numbers from Dubai Customs on the diamond trade for 2012. We know it broke that number, but it's up to them when they want to release those numbers.
So in 2000, we were, in terms of, these are rough diamonds or polished diamonds?
All together, jewelry, polished diamonds, and rough diamonds. But Dubai became a huge center in rough diamonds. That's something that some people in the international market did not see coming. On the T side...
so where are we? We're number one in rough diamonds in the world now, right?
A lot are going to claim number one. Not a lot going to claim number one, but it's debatable.
It's debatable, but so it's a photo finish. Photo finish here. We're gunning for the podium.
Not yet. I'm still hungry for more. I don't want to... I'm afraid of talking about being number one in case we get a bit complacent, so I'm going to always pretend that I just joined DMCC 12 years back.
Okay, but we're up there. I think we are. I think from what I heard. But anyway,
there's more to come. There's a lot of entities that want to have a piece of this nice hub in Dubai, and the win of the Expo 2020 is just testimony to what Dubai can make.
And what's going on with tea?
On tea, when we established the Dubai Tea Trading Center, which brings in the blending facility and packaging facility and redistribution, it started off with a few packages, few shipments coming in, a few tons here and there, and then we just linked with all countries. I mean, we just implemented what His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President, Prime Minister of UAE and ruler of Dubai, and the founder of Dubai Multi-Commodities Center, the President of Dubai Multi-Commodities Center, is basically building foreign relations, business relations, and it's from Vietnam, African countries, Indian countries, and about 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, we became the number 2 re-exporting tea trading center in the world, and for the last 2 years or so, we're the number 1 re-exporter of tea in the world. And
number 1 re-exporter of trade in the world, from going from nowhere, starting from basically nothing.
This region is a big... no, I'm good. This region is good. This region is a strong tea consumer and trader, but as far as redistribution and having the facility for it, it's all good. And as we're talking, I'm bringing in a Nepal company to be part of the tea trading center.
So basically, on all, from gold, diamond, silver, I mean, we're looking at over 1,000% growth. I mean, it's been metamorphic, seismic, a sea change that you've gone from in the last decade.
Well, let me mention two things. Let me mention to you what are the most important commodities to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. There are two, and they're very alike. They're called time and timing. That's very important to His Highness, and the speed at work is very important. So the other thing is, the biggest challenge His Highness faced was not cash, was not location. It was finding the right group that believed in his vision and guidance, finding them and having them see it through. And I'm happy to be part of that team for the last 12 years. Went through 4 managements. But going forward, we got a lot of work to do. And with the announcement of Dubai's bid, we got the name for the Burj 2020, which was great. We've been waiting for months to see what the results of that. On top of that, it puts everyone under pressure to move fast. I'm no longer going to hear people saying, Ahmed, you're working too hard, you're building too much, no. Now they know there's a target for the next 6 years. Leave me alone, let me do my thing.
It's really interesting when you talk about self-belief, because that's exactly what we're talking about with Murtaza as well. When you're looking at whether it's building the tallest office tower in the world, or it's basically getting that next promotion, or if it's just, whatever your dream may be, I think the difference between those who make it and those who don't is self-belief. And I think even as a leader, when you look around your team, would you actually fire someone who doesn't believe in your vision? I mean, where does self-belief and where does the role of getting people who don't believe off the team fall? Whose responsibility is that?
Well, I heard that as you grow in an organization, you become more sensitive and all that, but I've become less sensitive when it comes to my work and the mission and vision. So if I feel that someone's steering away from the direction, either they move to another place, plant flowers or do whatever you want to do. But to say that they left coincidentally in 2 months, I'd be lying. I'd have a role in that one because I need everyone focused at the mission and vision and focused at the priorities. They didn't change from 12 years back. It is exactly what the concept was. We're living in it and we're expanding in it. And the expansion, let me remind you, it's more office space, it's going to provide more office space than the Trade Center and DIFC put together.
Well, I think we have a live caller here there where we have, to find out what's happening in 2014 and what's happening in the market. We called up a couple chief executive officers, and here we have a man who has 45 years in the diamond business. He's played a big role in some of the success we've just been discussing. His name's Dilip Mehta, Chief Executive Officer for Rosy Blue. Dilip, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, welcome to Ion Careers.
Thank you.
Ahmed and I here, we're just wondering what's your take on what will happen for Dubai over the next 12 months? What's the sentiment on the market, and what role is winning the Dubai Expo 2020 going to play into that success narrative?
Yeah, Dubai is already a great trade and financial center, and with Iran back on track, I believe the whole region will start prospering and even more prosperous from here today. Running up to 2020 Expo, I believe Dubai will be actually establishing itself as great leisure and business center in the world.
I think it's one of the exciting. I don't know, Ahmed, do you agree with this take, or
how could I not agree with Dilip Mehta? He's my neighbor in Almas Tower. We see each other almost every other day.
So the other question, what we were just talking about, Ahmed was talking about self-belief and how, if someone doesn't believe in the vision of an organization, that they need to go and they need to fulfill whatever vision they have. If it's planting flowers, go do that.
Yeah, but this is not to be confused with surrounding yourself with just yes men and yes women. I mean, criticizing and challenging everything, even if it's working or not working, is important to me. But when it's not believing in the growth and progress, no, I am working I'm going to bend over backwards to get him or her out of that organization.
So Ahmed believes that, in order to create a high performance culture, you have to release the hatchet man. Dilip, where do you sit?
Or women.
Why isn't it a hatchet woman? You never hear them saying that in that when they want equality. We should change. Yeah, the hatchet woman. That would be more dangerous. Even more dangerous. But Dilip, where do you sit on this? If you're creating a high performance culture, do you have to release the hatchet person? Do you have to let heads roll? And where do you sit on this? And also, what do you think are the key traits of a successful executive or business person?
Yeah, let me answer you this. I think people need to buy into an organization's focus and the philosophy. And what needs is people need to actually align themselves, and the perseverance is way for success of an organization and people themselves. So bottom line is, I think focus and perseverance is the word.
Focus, perseverance, and I think self-belief has also been a theme that we've been looking at.
Absolutely.
You asked me if I agree with Dilip. Is one of my inspirations.
He's one of your inspirations.
Definitely.
Why is that?
He's the only jeweler that was rated by Standard & Poor's. About 7 years back, Dilip, was it, or 8 years?
Yeah, 12 years ago.
12 years ago. Time flies, Dilip, so fast. I'm still thinking that I'm
Absolutely.
25 years old, and you're 36, I think.
Other way around, unfortunately.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time, Dilip. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
So these are all very, very optimistic outlooks for 2014. It's nice after what we went through that we're really seeing a lot of positive sentiment from all angles here on the market, and obviously you agree. But I think I think you're the kind of person, though, if you didn't, you would say something, though. You don't just go along with the trends.
Well, when the recession first kicked in, and we were just moved into Almas Tower, Dilip and the rest moved in, and we had a nice community over there. And the first event was done by Martin Rappaport of Rapnet and Rappaport, the guys who came up with the pricing of diamonds. I made a full speech about how Yosemite Sam, the farm, the greenery over there, the trees, they get burnt for the new trees to come up. And he was alluding that the big big players are out, and now it's new breed. And Dilip was the first one to say, not me. And a couple of years into it, the things turned differently.